So here we have it, episode 9, and we are back bigger and better than ever in the championship, trying to work our magic. We have done the transfer window. Now we're on to the nitty-gritty of the season. So, fingers crossed, let's see how we can do. Pick up as many points as we possibly can before it gets tough. So, let's get to it. So here we have it, the end of September, and as we said, we're hoping to pick as many points as we can for us to do well. So what we got to come in now is the results. After the results, we're going to have a look at the table, and after the table, we may even have a scout report on the 2nd, which, well, it's not we will have one on the 2nd. So let's get straight to it and check out the calendar. And as you can see, we played 3 games. We drew 1, won 2. That's some really, really good points, especially in this division, which is quite a solid and hard division. Bear in mind, we got absolutely battered by Birmingham when they were in our league last year or the year before. So that's a progression. As far as I'm concerned, that is progression. I'm going to skip now to the 2nd. And then we can have a little look at the table. And also we can have a look at our scout report. And by the way, that's how I sim every game. So I sim the whole month and see how it goes. So here we have it. We have gone up to 15th place, which is nice. Top is on 17 points. I think we are on 10. So 7 points off top. But again, we're not looking for that. We're looking to stay away from bottom, which obviously is the relegation zone at the moment. The lowest is 2 points. They're on 4. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do some good stuff with this. Our fixtures, look, they're going to be some hard fixtures this month. This is where it starts going a bit tough. I think we're out of both cups anyway, so that's all we got is league form to worry about, which I don't mind personally. The board clearly don't mind, as you can see above. It's all green for a change. Normally I'm in the red because I'm doing challenges and stuff. So, some busy games. We have got 2, 4, 6 games this month, so it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's head over now to the Youth Academy and have a little look at the youth report. Again, I haven't seen any of this, so let's give it a little look. So here we have it. So anybody standing out? Not really. If I'm honest, you a 16-year-old, but here should be around about 66. He shouldn't be nowhere near 50. Personally, I'm going to reject. I'm going to reject again. See, this player over here has a potential of literally going straight into a team. But for me, I'm going to reject again. None of these players are giving me world-class vibes, if I'm really honest with you. So, unfortunately for Cameroon this time, which Cameroon has been so good to us, it's a no. This is a decent player. That's a different player on another level. 71 to 94, decent. None of these are bad players I'm getting rid of. You know what I mean? They're probably out there doing a brilliant job for another club, but they're just not going to do it for our club. 14-year-old centre midfielder. So, let's have a little look to see what centre midfielders we have currently. And to see how we're going to go. I want to try and keep as many of these in as possible because centre midfielders, we've got some good ones. We've got some really good ones, but here I want to try and keep them as long as possible in this state and in this club. I'm going to see it's who to release and who not to. Let's do it sensibly. Let's go over to potential. That's our max potential. This is our lowest potential. Which isn't great. 46, but here, yeah, I'm sorry, fella. It was good. He was decent, but it's just not good enough. And we're going to sign this player. Looks a real good centre midfielder. I like it. I like it a lot, to be honest with you. We're going to reject. Decent. 2 very decent players per here. Again, from the Netherlands. A left back and a centre defensive midfielder. Let's have a look at the left backs we've got. I know we have got some. Oh, we got one. When I say some, we've got one. I'm looking at the highest potential players. And how is this left back doing? 1668. 1658, sorry, not 68. But his potential is still very high. So I'm not going to at the minute, I don't feel. This is the person we just brought in, Adam. So I'm going to obviously set him to whatever he wants to be. Which one's the most progression? I'm going to say stopper for the minute. And we're going to have a little look to see at stuff like this. Right winger, do we really need him? Probably release from the youth team. I'm going for it, I'm just doing it. Don't care. And we're going to sign Martins. And we're going to have a little look at this person, see how Martins is done. Martins is, when we have a look at the potential, ooh, he's quite low actually. But not bad. So it's not far off. Similar, very similar progressions. Hopefully they can follow the same dynamic. And again, we're going to have this player at a wing back status and go from there. CDMs, we've got obviously some brilliant quality ones at the moment in our squad, which I don't really want to release at the moment because again, we've got some really good talents coming through. This is really hard to do, really good potential on this guy. Phillips, yeah, I'm gonna take the risk and release him, and we're gonna bring this centre defensive midfielder in. And now we're gonna take a little look at our youth squad just to see that last centre defensive midfielder, to see how he is and what is he doing. So again, it's okay from 15-year-old, it's not too bad. Gonna put him on a development plan quickly, and then he's gonna be playing as a holding midfielder because that's what I like my centre defensive midfielders to play. So we will be playing a youth tournament at the end of this month after I show you the results of the month, and then we will show the youth report. So let's get straight to it and get back to the action. So here we have it. We are playing the final early simply because our last game of the season's actually on the last day. Sorry, the last game of the month is actually on the last day of the month, so I have to play this before the end of the month. We've gone with a very strong side, highest potential we could possibly have, and they are very good side. I quite like playing with them actually, to be fair. You know they're good when you can go to the performance and you can see their overalls, but they are all 90 plus, and that's just absolutely phenomenal at the moment, and they're keeping it as well, which is good. I guess the only time it'll potentially change is if we loan them out and they don't play, or if they're not playing as much as they need to and progressing well. But yeah, so here we go. Ooh, that was a close one. That was worth a little try, but you can see how big my players are as well. You can see them at 15, 16. They're growing in height. When you can see, oh, that was quite close. That was a good shot, not too far away. But yeah, this is the time where I can have a little chat to you about real life stuff. So, real life stuff in the football world. England losing to Greekland, losing to the Greeks. Well, never thought I'd see that come in, but you have only got Carsley in charge, so you know what I mean. When you put that into perspective, I guess, what do you expect? And from what I can tell, it was quite they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. Oh god, he's missed loads of shots. He has this game. Go on, he's my striker as well. Oh, it's not good. We don't want to have a bad game now, bud. But in the final, son. There you go, he's got one in. Kind of forced that one in. But yeah, England. Who do you reckon would be a good England manager? Put it in the comments, let me know what you think. For me, I don't really see anyone out there to take the England job, if I'm really honest, who's available then, you know what I mean? I think they'll have to go and take someone. It'd be quite interesting to see, personally. Who would I have as England manager? That's a great... Eddie Howe? Potentially a good manager to have. Yeah, that might be something that they're looking at. I think that's a good choice, Eddie Howe. Who else? They like an English manager, don't they? Who else could you go for? Who's that one that was known for playing like Football Manager and went abroad and was doing it in the French league and done really well in the French league, actually? Could you remember who it was? Oh, I can't remember his name now. Will something. Will. But anyway, I think he would be... Why not? Why not? He can't be much worse than Carsley, can he? You know what I mean? I don't know what his name was. Will something. I can't remember now. But yeah, he may be a good little fit, maybe. But Eddie Howe for me is the number one. You have got Thomas Tuchel. If you want to go outside the English parameters, you know what I mean? Thomas Tuchel, he's a decent manager. Graham Potter, if he will take it, I don't know. Will he be good at international football? I don't think he will, you know. I don't know. But that's this couple there. Graham Potter is actually a great show. I think that'd be a really good manager to actually pick, to be honest with you. But there we go. Right then. As you can see, we are doing some business in the game. 6-0. Again, the difficulty's low. I don't really care. I kind of want the players to have the best scores they could possibly have. I don't play with them. What on earth is this defense doing, mind? That's a lovely chip. What is that defense doing? They all stepped up at the halfway line, but the offside trap goes from the dotted line. So that's a bit of a strange one, if I'm honest with you, but there we go. Yeah, some really good players in our squad at the moment, especially in our youth team. If we can try and keep them in there as long as possible, I want to do. Try and swing the others about like a little round a bit. That'll be pretty good. And yeah, so I'm really excited about the youth team at the moment. Do you think... How do you think we're going to do this season in game? I don't know. If we can get mid-table, I'll be a happy little bunny, you know. That's a great chip as well. I'll be a very happy bunny if we can get mid-table. So, if we can, but at the beginning, I was like, just get... You know what? Don't get relegated is what I'm saying for me. Don't not get relegated, especially with these young players. They will absolutely will not be with us next season. And we can't do that. We can't do that. So... As this is rounding up, we have had a good 10-0 win. There you go. I didn't even feel like 10 when I was talking to you guys, I'm not going to lie. But there we have it. 10-0, cup winners, cup winners. As you can see, 10 across the board, apart from the keeper, which is a 6.9. I don't think he did anything wrong. But there we go. Man of the match was Pierre Gasly. PS, but yeah, there we go. So, next up now, we're going to skip to the end of the month, because we actually can. And I'm going to skip to the 2nd of the next month, so we can get our youth report at the same time. So, here we are, the end of the month, or beginning of November. And I'm going to show you now the results. So, let's have a little look at the calendar, go back to October. And it was a mixed bag, really. We had 2 draws, 2 wins, 2 losses. But one of them losses against Preston North End, lad, was not a great one, simply because we had 3-4 main squad players out on international duty, but obviously because we're in the championship, they don't actually stop for international break, so that is a bit of a downer for us. But we had we picked up some 6, 7, 8 points, which isn't bad total to pick up, so I'm quite happy with that all in all. And the standings are, we are still nowhere near the relegation zone, which I am taking at the moment, but we are again 9 points away in total, which is a bit of a worry when we look at it that closely. Now we're going to have a little look at our youth scouts, so we're going to go straight to Cameroon and to see if there's any good players here that we could pick up, and unfortunately there's not. I think we've been quite lucky at the beginning of the Cameroon days where we picked up some really good players, and maybe it's just a little bad patch. So now we have got this other place. Don't know how to say it. Wow, this player could be a decent player, you know. Reject. It's not a bad player again. Reject. Again, a great player to have. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, you can't see the values. I know I can't see the values, and it's really frustrating because I really want to be able to see the values, but I can't. Centre midfield up here, I kind of want both of these players, which is a bit frustrating because I don't think we have the space for them. Yeah, that is very frustrating, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to release this youth player. We're going to go for it and we're going to go for it and be ruthless. Sign. And then I can go here to see what that centre midfielder became. Okay, not bad. Not too bad at all. Let's have a look at the development plan we can put on him. What style of player is he? So he's a box-to-box and a holding. I'll play him as box-to-box because I like a box-to-box midfielder. And then the other one then, I'm going to reject. I just don't think we got space in our squad for him, which is crazy, which is absolutely crazy because we're crying out for top quality players like this and we can't accommodate them. There's two really good players here, but I'm only going to take the one potentially if we got room. Again, right mid. Why is it right mid? I don't know why. We're not looking for a right midfielder, so I don't know why we're actually receiving a right midfielder. Bit of a strange one. 14-year-old right back. Potential. You know what? I'm not even going to take him. I'm not going to take him because I don't think he's good enough and better enough, if that's a word, to take over our youth places at the minute. This is our youth squad. We've got some very good talent, as you can see, some 60s, high 60s, low 60s, medium 60s. It is what it is. Some great performances. And oh, what was that on the news for this? Vinicius Jr. celebrates announcement of the 2026 Ballon d'Or winner. I wonder if that'll be real. Wonder if he'll win it in 2024, 25, 26 as well. There we go. So next now we're going to skip to the end of the month and see how it goes. So here we have it, the end of November, beginning of December, and we're going to go straight to our fixtures and to see what happened. So it was a bit of a weird month. We drew every game and lost one. Again, players on international duty as per usual. We seem to lose every single time. I wonder why that is. But yeah, we drew 1-1, 2-2, 1-1, 0-0. It's points, but it's not the points that I want. I kind of want 3 points instead of ones. 4 points per there. It could have been worse. We could have lost all them games. It could have been better. We could have won them all. But in terms of what we did, I think it's a decent performance all in all. I don't know where we are in the league. Again, we're mid-table still. I'm happy with being mid-table, to be honest with you. How far are we from the relegation zone? 17 points they're on, and we're on 22, so we're actually quite close. We're close to the relegation zone than we are to the top. Burnley are leading that way. The top is a different ball game, but as long as we stay in the mid-table area, I'm quite happy. Top 10 would be an amazing accomplishment, so I'll be quite happy with that. Next now, we're going to have a little look again at the youth academy and the youth players coming through. And again, let's have a little look. Yeah, again, it's a half decent player, but there, you know what I mean? It's nothing amazing, if I'm really honest. What I'm going to start doing is keeping 1 or 2 players, but they do go at the end of the month. So if I feel like, so say if someone comes in and says, oh, I want to be part of my first team and they're going to cancel my contract, that's fine. We can bring someone else in then. So I'm going to start doing that. They do disappear at the end of the month. And like before, where they used to carry over, I'm pretty sure I remember them carrying over to the next month. So you get an extended report on that one player. But they don't seem to do that anymore. So I'm going to keep 1 or 2 tidy players. Nothing spectacular. Don't feel like any of these are great players. I don't feel like they're better than the ones I've got. But I'll keep them there just in case someone demands that they want to be part of the first team. And then we can promote them and then we can get another youth player in. So that's what we're going to do. I'm probably going to have 1 more month after this. Dependent. We'll see how it goes. It might be the end of the episode. We'll soon find out. Because you will have a big Alex on the screen. But if not, we'll go straight to the end of December. So, like I said at the end of that video, yes, I was right, I backed myself. This was going to be the end of this episode. Again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the next episode, we'll start off at the beginning or the end of December, sorry. We will have a youth report, we will have the youth scout, the youth cup tournament, and then we'll see our results. Again, aiming for a mid-table position finish and seeing how our youth can progress through the season. So again, thank you for liking and subscribing. Don't forget to watch as many of these as you can. We will have a new season and a new series coming out with a different team, different club, different thing altogether. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with a friend. Peace.